Hello, I am Reverend Annettra Jones-Stevens. I am the Associate Director of Diversity, Missions, and Justice for the United Methodist Churches of Indiana. One of my tasks is to help our conference develop our intercultural capacity. This work is vital for us as leaders, as staff, and especially as disciples, as we work together to build meaningful relationships across lines of difference. This is important for us as we live into the God idea of becoming a conference whose ethos is one that values inclusion, diversity, equity, and anti-racism. Developing our intercultural competency, or capacity as I like to call it, helps us live into our mission of making disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. This will help us to achieve our wildly important goal of ensuring that all churches, all organizations, all offices are being engaged in missional transformation. And this will also help us to ensure that there is a place for everyone in Indiana, irregardless of their differences. This work is important, y'all, and I am excited about it. This tool, the IDI that we're going to be using, it's going to help us develop our intercultural capacity so that we can work together better, so that we can understand one another, professionally care for one another, and respect one another in deep and meaningful ways. As a staff, it is important as staff, as clergy, as laity, as leaders, as disciples, it is important that we are aware of where we are in our development of our intercultural capacity. And it's also important that we are aware of our biases and that we make a commitment to do our own work, hard work, to grow so that we are not unintentionally perpetuating ideas, practices, and policies that privilege one people group over another. So one of the tools that we're going to be using so that we can gain a better picture of where we are as a conference, and so that we can then create tools and resources to move us along, a tool we'll be using is the Intercultural Development Inventory, the IDI. And I am a licensed, qualified administrator of the IDI. It's a theory-based developmental assessment that measures where one is on the continuum of intercultural competence. It measures where we are from having a monocultural mindset to an intercultural global mindset. And what I love about this tool is that wherever we are, it's not fixed. It's a continuum. We develop. So we may fall along the lines of denial, polarization, minimization, acceptance, or adaptation. And there are strengths and there are areas to improve regardless of where we fall. You'll be learning more about these 5 mindsets in another video. But for today, before you receive your code, before you take the test, I just wanted to make sure that you have just a basic understanding of the IDI. And who's using this? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's currently being used by the Navy and the Air Force Academy. Microsoft, Disney uses it. Schools and university are using this. It is being used across United Methodist annual conferences across the country. Currently, West Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, North Alabama, California, the Nevada conference, the Baltimore-Washington conference uses it. The Baltimore-Washington conference has conducted over 800 assessments. They have trained over 25 qualified administrators, and these conferences, all of them, are seeing amazing growth. They are seeing meaningful relationships being built. People are engaging in relationship that maybe would not have originally been comfortable speaking to one another. And the culture is being shifted from being exclusive to being inclusive. The body of Christ is truly being lived out as people are developing their intercultural capacity. And it's our turn, Indiana. and I am excited about this work. So you'll get a code. You'll take the IDI. It's 50 questions. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to complete. It's available in 17 languages. It's being used in 45 countries for individual, team, and organizational development. We are beginning our conference-wide rollout. So you'll receive the code, you'll take the test, you'll participate in either a group debrief and also an individual debrief. When you do your individual debrief, you will receive a report, one for the group and then one for you as an individual when you do your one-on-one. And then also you'll receive an intercultural development plan that has tools and resources for you to work through, to do the work to increase your intercultural capacity. I'm excited about this work that is before us. This is part of lifelong learning. This is part of continuing education. This is part of us maturing as disciples. We, United Methodists, followers of Christ, are a people who must first be transformed in our heart, mind, spirit, and practice so that we can love others as we love ourselves. I am excited to do this work with you, and I look forward to our time together. Thank you.